it's like, all right, dude, like my boy Ayano Koji, and let me tell you something real fast, bro. All right, because I'm watching this hot off the trails of fucking Eminence of Shadow, and I don't know if I stated this out loud or anything yet. Maybe I might have said it on a past video or something like that. I haven't really put it on Twitter or anything like that because it wasn't even, I might put it on Twitter, my opinions on Eminence of Shadow, but it wasn't even like worth the time to tweet and shit. Eminence of Shadow was fucking ass, and fucking like, listen, there's a way to do a standoffish, boring main character who doesn't want a bunch of attention on himself, okay? And the right way to do it is Ayano Koji, okay, bro? Like, that's how you do it. If you replace Ayano Koji with, what's his name? Sid, whatever the fuck, from Eminence of Shadow, the story fucking improves 1,000,000,000%, because there's a way to do, like, wallflowers main characters and shit that, like, don't want a lot of attention on them and don't want a lot of people to notice them and shit. There's a way to do that, and Sid was not it. He was too boring, too much all the time. Feel me? Like, he wasn't fucking interesting outside of being mad overpowered, and being overpowered isn't interesting, okay? Being overpowered isn't interesting. I'm sorry. The first 3 episodes of Eminence of Shadow were interesting because of the way it started, and then after that, when we decided to go isekai, fucking magical school, night school, I was like, okay, like, we've seen this a billion times already. This is boring. Feel me? Like, no one cares about that setting anymore, bro. That setting is overplayed and boring. It's like, dude, like, you could have done anything with that fucking story and it would have been awesome. And they went the safe route with it. And I'm like, bro, there's no way you decided to go the safe route with this story, right? Especially after the trailers and the teasers I used to see on Twitter and shit. Because when Aliens announced, I never look into it and like, oh, fucking, like, what is it? Like, let me see it more. Like, no. I see it gets announced, and then I'm like, okay, bet. I'll check it out one day if I remember and shit. I don't fucking, like, it's this one, right? I don't freaking look into it. I don't freaking, I don't do anything. I don't get into every anime blind, alright? So when Eminence of Shadow was announced, I was like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be pretty cool and shit. You know, fucking, I'll give it a watch when it comes out and shit. And then finally, after I finished, what did I finish before Eminence of Shadow? I think I finished, oh my god, I finished Mushoku fucking Tensei into Eminence of Shadow, dude. You would not believe my fucking, like, disappointment. From going from Mushoku Tensei to Eminence of Shadow, I was sorely disappointed. I was like, wow. This is what kind of anime we're putting out in 2023? In 2023, these are the stories we're writing, bro? That's crazy, bro. I was sorely disappointed. Because I was high as fuck off of Mushoku Tensei. That when they pulled that shit, I'm like, what the fuck? This is what you guys decided to do with Eminence of Shadow? You had all the pieces to do the coolest thing ever, and this is what you do. They had all the pieces to do the coolest thing ever, and that's what they did with it. I was like, wow, I cannot believe it. That's actually fucking sad. That's actually fucking sad because I don't know what I was expecting from the trailers or the teasers or the screen caps and shit I saw on Twitter. A lot of people were like, oh my god, yeah, this is gonna be so cool, this is gonna be awesome and shit. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll check it out too and shit, you know? And fucking, I mean, I don't want to say niggas on Twitter lied to me, but that shit wasn't good, bro. I'm sorry, that shit was not fucking good. Like, it was mid. It was mid. I don't want to say it was okay at best. It was just mid. All right. I'm sorry. This is your favorite anime. It was mid, dude. And there's better anime out there. I can't wait for you to finish your first anime and watch more, because that shit was fucking mid. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, people are gaslighting themselves into thinking this shit was awesome, because people are gaslighting themselves into thinking this shit was awesome. And I'm like, you guys have like worse taste than me, and I have terrible taste. Okay, like, I have ass taste. My tastes are bad. Okay, but fucking like, if for me to not like Eminence of Shadow is crazy, because on paper it has everything I could ask for, and then it did nothing with any of it. And so now I went from the high of Mushoku Tensei to the mid of fucking Eminence of Shadow, back onto the high of Classroom of the Elite. And that's where I am right now, in case you guys are wondering. So, and trust me, I mean, I watch all of my animes in order for a specific reason. I watched Mushoku Tensei because I knew I was gonna like it regardless of what I watched and shit. Regardless of what the outcome was of it, I was gonna like it. And Mushoku Tensei blew me the fuck away, bro. It blew me the fuck away, bro. So freaking Eminence of Shadow right after that, because I knew it was semi-new. It had 2 seasons. Okay, it has 2 seasons already, so let's fucking give it a watch and shit. 2 seasons, semi-new basically. And I'm like, alright, well, let's give Eminence of Shadow a shot, right? And freaking, it's bad. I'm like, wait a minute. You're telling me after Mushoku Tensei, this is the next shit I watch? This is bad. I'm like, what the fuck? So, hold on. Before people are just like, oh, well, you're just saying it's bad, but you're not giving any examples. Okay, I'll give you examples. Like I said earlier, Ayako Noji is how you do a boring, standoffish, nonchalant, not like, you know, not in the spotlight main character. He's how you do it. Because you wanna know what he's doing? He's fucking playing everybody in his own fucking game, bro. He's a fucking genius, bro. Eminence of Shadow, he was only a genius because everybody else was stupid compared to him. He had knowledge from the real world, or from our world, and used that knowledge in the fantasy world, which I'm pretty sure is also their world. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I could have sworn they mentioned Paris and Greece, like, plenty of times in the dialogue. I wasn't sure, but I don't think their world is any different from our world, except for being magical and fantastical, I guess. But is this fucking dog? Jesus, hand itches. What was I just fucking talking about, dude? Freaking Ayano Koji is how you do a standoffish, wallflower, nonchalant, boring main character. Because not only is he literally not fucking boring, and it's not because he's a super genius or that he's playing everybody, but it's because he does it right. Fucking, what's his name? Shadow? Like, he does it too much. He wants to be the NPC background main character so hard that he forgets to have a personality. And it's like, dude, you're supposed to be interesting too, bro. You being overpowered doesn't make you interesting, bro. I don't know, like, who in the writing room thought that was a good idea, but that's not how you do an interesting main character, bro. Okay, there's a locked fucking thing right there, so I need to kind of get that. And then, was there something above me? It's probably just fucking beta or some shit. Alright, so I think we're gonna fight somebody. Who's in here? Is it just a bunch of monsters, or is it something specific? But dude, fucking Shadow was just like, alright. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, he was just fucking boring, dude. Like I said, like, there's a way to be nonchalant and chill and fucking not bothered and shit. But Shadow was doing that too much to the point where it was like detrimental to like the dialogue and the story. So not only was it like, okay, and mind you, when I watch anime, I'm like absorbing it. I'm like downloading it. I'm paying attention to the dialogue, and I watched it in dub, by the way, so fucking sue me. I'm paying attention to the dialogue, I'm paying attention to the art, I'm paying attention to the animation, I'm paying attention to inconsistencies and like what people look like and shit. I'm like literally scanning it with my fucking eyes into my brain. And the entire time, I explained to my little brother, the entire time I'm watching anime, I'm like 100% locked in the entire time and shit, alright? So I'm like paying attention, I'm loading in, I'm like 100% locked in. Every time something weird happens, or something I don't necessarily agree with, my 100% turns to 99%. I'm like, oh, that was something that I had to take note of, basically. And then we slowly get back to 100% if the story in the anime continues to do good and shit. But every time something happens that I'm like, I didn't like that, or oh, I noticed that and I didn't care for that, or whatever, I go from 100% to 99%. If it keeps happening, I'll go from 99% to 98, 97, 96, 95, and so on and shit. And fucking, Eminence of Shadow, here's what I can say that was good about it. The only characters in that show I liked were the 3 princess characters, Rose, Iris, and Aurora, I think, Iris' sister. I like them because they're the most fucking relatable characters in the show of fucking unrealistic, boring characters and shit. Because like I said, Shadow was boring. He was boring and unrealistic. I don't care if your character's overpowered, he's boring, alright? And that's basically his only personality trait. He's just boring, dude. It's like, bro, fucking, like, I'm sorry. Even Goku has a personality, alright? Like, you gotta fucking... No, that's not what you want. You gotta have, like... Oh, God, cool down on my emotes. You gotta have personality, bro. If you're gonna be overpowered, at least be entertaining to watch, and Shadow wasn't it. Shadow wasn't entertaining to watch. Because how am I gonna be impressed by you using a nuclear bomb attack on one fucking dude? Like, that doesn't impress me, bro. You think I'm gonna be impressed the next time Goku uses Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kamehameha times 100 on a Cyberman? You think I'm gonna be impressed by that? No, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm paying attention to how people fight back and how people fucking react to you using overpowered ass magic and shit, bro. And first of all, not only were none of the fights a challenge, I'm sorry, I can't take a show with no stakes seriously, for starters. So not only were there no stakes ever, because Shadow was never ever in danger, he always won every fight because no one was as strong as him. I'm like, look, I don't remember explaining where he got his magic from, and I understood that he was, you know, strong back when he was in Japan because he worked out like crazy and he fought people actually, and he was strong and shit. He was a vigilante and shit, and I respect that. Like the first 3 episodes are great. The first 3 episodes, I was locked in. I was, oh, this is gonna be a good fucking show. You know, fucking guy who was like just naturally fucking talented and strong and shit. And he was a little standoffish and shit, but he was as strong as a mother and shit. Dies and gets transported to Isekai world and shit. Okay, let's give it a shot and shit. And fucking after that, it's like, bro, like, first of all, I'm sorry, the Royal Knight Isekai school shit is boring. We've seen that a trillion fucking times by now. It's boring. Fucking and then don't even get me started on the fucking quote-unquote harem that has 0 fucking character development, 0 fucking depth. They're fucking like, dude, like, I don't even, like, how am I supposed to care about any of these fucking characters? They're not developed. Like, we spent zero time developing any of the characters, and then you want me to, like, care about them. That's, like, the biggest insult. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know. They don't even have names, bro. They're based off of Greek fucking alphabet letters and shit, which on paper sounds cool because they're code names and shit, but dude, like, beyond that, they don't even have personalities. They have quirks and shit, like, oh, I'm quirky and shit. It's like, okay, you're quirky? That's not a personality, though. That doesn't tell me who you are, though. That just makes me fucking annoyed every time you're on screen and shit. Now, none of them really annoyed me, but I was like, you're not my favorite character. In fact, none of you are my favorite characters, because, like, I don't know any of you. We spent no time getting to know the characters. Fucking, they're all as overpowered as the main character, so they're never in threat of danger. Freaking, I'm like, dude, and then God, you gotta wait till the fucking, like, second half of the second season to give me some fucking fan service, bro. You're making me watch this fucking bullshit, terrible garbage anime, and then you're gonna withhold the fan service from me. Like, dude, the least you can do is give me fan service and shit, bro. You're not even doing that. That's like a crime to me, alright? Like, you're making me watch this ass mid-anime, and then there's like zero fan service. Like, are we like being for real right now? Are we like actually being serious right now? You're gonna make me watch this boring ass male main character in like a power fantasy that doesn't even titillate me. I'm like, bro, like, are you serious? Whose power fantasy is this? This is like no one's power fantasy. It was the worst power fantasy ever. I was like, this is terrible. And trust me, I'm a guy who likes power fantasies. That was the worst power fantasy. I was like, what the fuck is this story? Let me tell you when the only times it was good. The first 3 episodes were great. I think episodes 6 through 9 were good, and that's because Makoto Misuka was in it. Her voice actor was there. I forgot her name. I think it's Kathleen. I gotta look it up again. Makoto Misuka is my favorite voice actress. She had a character in it, and lo and behold, that's my favorite part of the show because Makoto Misuka was there. Alright, I think this is Sam Wolf, so we can't deal with this. Alright, the arm right here. Yeah. Okay, let's try to go back in here. This looks like it's outside. So yeah, the only good episodes were the first 3. The episodes with Makoto Misuka in it. At least her voice actress. What else? Literally trying to think. Oh, the best episodes were, and this is me giving compliments to the show, the Mundane Man episodes where, you know, he was trying to be extra fucking boring, but also he was actually showing us his strength, which was like, okay, thank God you're actually showing off your fucking strength, because look, here's what I'm talking about. The bit where you want to be the background character so much that you willingly let yourself get beaten up by people who are weaker than you so you don't stand out and shit, that was only a little bit funny, less than a handful of times. Well, you wanna know how funny the Mundane Man skits were? Those are actually more funny than like the rest of the show. And I'm like, why are we like saving the funny parts for when you're not being serious? Like, I'm just confused. I'm like, wait a minute. So the one time you're actually gonna use your strength in front of people is when you're wearing a disguise to be extra boring, by the way. And mind you, I've been saying this main character is boring as fuck the entire time. This is the most boring MC ever, and the one time I'm impressed, and he's purposely trying to be more boring so that he can use his power more for some reason. And then what else am I talking about, bro? And then in the second season, I want to say after the first 3 episodes of the second season, the first 3 episodes of the second season was like, okay, whatever, vampires and shit, whatever, dude. But they lead into like the next arc a little bit and shit with the business money shit, which was interesting. They had like literally the funniest moment in the show happened in the second season and shit. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad it took forever to get to this point. You know, like, it took you guys long enough to make me fucking laugh, because I literally, like, I'm sorry. I mean, like, there was some, like, kind of like, oh, I breathed some air out of my nose a little bit for that scene, but nothing that just had me chuckle or rolling on the floor. Nothing made me roll on the floor, but fucking, I had a good chuckle during the money, business part and shit, even though, while the story and the reasoning in that chapter was great, or was good at least, I still kind of am annoyed at his reason as to why. Because, I mean, I understand, like, the final result of it all, but it's like, okay, why did you ruin your fucking own teammates' business prosperity and shit? Not for, like, no reason, but basically for no reason. And then also, like, I mean, yeah, you did it and defeated, like, you know, all the competition, but why did you do that in the first place? Honestly, it's like, why? Like, I mean, do I need to be dumb and just fucking upset that you did that and be, oh my god, that was so giga brains? Like, no, that was dumb, dude. Like, you literally pissed off your entire fucking organization to do that. Like, I'm sorry, like, no, I'm sorry. There's no, like, being the smartest person in the room, that trope is like, if done poorly, it can just fall flat. And this trope was done in this show, and it just sucked. I'm like, wait a minute, so he's the smartest guy because no one else knows how anything works that he is bringing in from his world to theirs, basically. Okay, I need to figure out how to get back into the caves, because I need to get over here. I don't know where this is, though. I should probably just warp. Where should I warp? Probably down here. Yeah, the deaths. So this fucking dude, like, I just wasn't impressed. I was not impressed at all with Eminence Shadow, which sucks because it literally had all the pieces to be fucking awesome. It had every fucking piece on paper to be fucking awesome, and then it just didn't do anything with it. And now I'm mad about it because fucking, of course, there are fucking these fucking cucks on YouTube saying, "Oh my god, Eminence Shadow was awesome." It's like, no, it fucking wasn't. You're a fucking retard and shit. Okay, like, just shut the hell up. Your tastes are worse than mine, which is crazy. It's honestly fucking crazy and shit, because like I said, I don't have the best anime taste and shit, but I'm like, dude, I mean, at least I draw the line at Eminence Shadow, dude. Like, there's no way you guys think that shit is good, right? Like, you're all joshing me, right? We're all like jerking my dick and blowing smoke on my ass and be like, yeah, it was so good, it was so good. It's like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, you guys are like fucking gaslighting yourselves and think it was good because you guys all realizing you're wasting your fucking time with this stupid ass show. And like, I'm still trying to think of things that I liked about it. I think that it ends there. Like, I like the episodes with Makoto Misaka in it, and I like the episode, the business episodes. What the fuck was that sound? I heard like a fucking megaton hammer, not a megaton hammer, a fucking golden hammer from fucking Mario Bros. Fucking just spawned. Did anyone hear that? I'm gonna have to look back into the damn fucking recording and listen to that. I'm not gonna do that at all, but I mean, I don't think I'm tripping. So that was weird. Yeah, of course it happened while I was rambling and shit, basically. So it's gonna be hard to hear. But anyways, I need to go kind of north. All right, let's see if I can turn right. Yeah, the only episodes I liked were the first 3. The episodes with Makoto Misaka's voice actress in it, the Mundane Man episodes, and business episodes. But I wasn't impressed with the business episodes because, like, why did you have to do this? Like all he did was basically annoy the shit out of me. He annoyed the shit out of me because he was annoying his own teammates that I don't even care about, by the way. Because mind you, we spent zero time developing them. They all just kind of appeared, and then they were given overpowered powers. And like, okay, sure thing, bro. Whatever you say, pal. And I'm like, nah, like that wasn't good. And like I was watching it thinking the story would get better eventually, and like I was giving each scene in each episode a shot and shit. I wasn't just like going in like, oh, this is gonna suck. No, like I was like, all right, sit down. First 3 episodes. Oh, those are good 3 episodes. Let's continue watching. And then literally, I shit you not, I don't know if like my expectations kept going lower and lower or what, but it just got worse and worse. And I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. Each episode got worse and worse. Each storyline got worse and worse, and it wasn't doing anything to impress me. Like, I'm sorry, it didn't do anything to impress me. It didn't fucking break any norms, break any boundaries. And I'm not saying every story needs to do that, but I'm like, dude, what you had and what you were advertising, I would have thought you would have done this. Like, here's what I thought the show was gonna be. I thought the show was gonna be like, you know, by day, you know, pretty normal people. Maybe they're somewhat special. Maybe they're, you know, whatever and shit. But then by night, they're like fighting crime while also like looking like vigilantes or criminals and shit. I thought this was gonna be like that. I thought they were like, yo, like, you know, like the world is fucked up and shit. So we're gonna fucking smash the darkness within the darkness and shit. Like what his motto was and shit. We're gonna smash the darkness within the darkness and shit. And like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be cool and shit. And then we don't do anything with that and shit. Or I don't say we don't do anything with that shit. I was about to take that back. No, we don't do anything with that shit because yeah, that's your whole kind of goal in this shadow. But you're doing this so you can be a character for your own fucking little fantasy, your real power fantasy, which I remind you sucks ass, by the way. You're doing this for your own little power fantasy, which sucks. I'm not impressed by it. Okay, so it's above us. Or at least it seems it's above us. You're doing it for your own little power fantasy, which sucks ass, by the way, because I'm not invested in it at all. I'm not invested in you as a character because outside of your first 3 episodes, you have had 0 growth. You started overpowered, which I'm sorry, dude. Look, no. Like, being reborn in the world, I know this is like a trope in isekai and shit, and honestly, like, dude, I want to watch more isekais and shit. And I think I already watched the best ones. I already watched Mushoku Tensei, and I already watched Konosuba, which covers the comedy and the story and shit areas of isekai. And yeah, there might be more. I'm not really in a rush to watch anything where a character is overpowered as fuck. You feel me? Like that doesn't impress me. Like I'm sorry. Like, do I need a slow burn where the character slowly gets stronger over the course of the series and shit? Kinda, yeah. And Mushoku Tensei did that for me. Rudeus grew at the most perfect rate possible. I was so impressed with that fucking show. It's in my top 5. I'm pretty sure it's my top 5. I'm pretty sure without a doubt that show is in my top 5, dude. And fucking... And, when... This dude's shadow... Look, I understand in the past life he was a strong dude because he worked out like crazy. He was in the pursuit of strength, and he was working his ass off until he got stronger until he died. I respect that story 1,000,000,000%. I respect the base of his character 1,000,000,000%. I thought that was a great start. I was like, okay, alright, so let's see where he goes and shit. And then in another world, he's overpowered, but with magic and shit. I was like, okay, so I mean, like, yeah, like, he could be kind of physically strong, but no, he's overpowered with magic and shit. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not really like first of all, your magic is overpowered and shit. So like, I don't know if your physical defense and traits transferred over to the magic and shit, but that's not normally how it works. And anyways, aside from that, it's like, dude, like, you're just overpowered as fuck and shit. And like, no one can compete with you, bro. I'm sorry, like, nigga, like, there's nothing that impresses me with that. No one can compete with you, bro. Like, there was never a threat to you or any of your friends. He was never like, oh shit, I might die this time, or oh shit, like, this guy's strong. No, he was always, it was like they were always playing his game. It's like being isekai'd into your own fucking, like, nerdy fucking journal book and shit. Like, oh, one day I'm gonna beat those bullies at school. Like, okay, bro, you're gonna write about it and shit. You're gonna draw about it and shit. And then he died, and then he did that. It's like, bro, like, I thought you were supposed to get strong, or like, you know, be strong and then like develop and evolve and get better and shit. I think this is above us. It looks like it's above us. I'm like, bro, like, that's not how you do it, bro. You know it, bro. Like, anyone with a fucking, with a working fucking brain knows that shit, bro. It's like, dude, like, that's not how you do isekai protagonist that gets stronger, bro. He doesn't start out overpowered and then get continually more overpowered. And I know that more shows are like that, and Eminence of the Shadow isn't the first one to do it, but it's the first one to do it to me kind of recently, and to be new and to have praise and shit. Because like, there's no way people are like, oh, this shit was awesome. Like, no, the fuck it wasn't, bro. Stop gaslighting yourselves, dude. Like, you're like in a fucking toxic, abusive relationship with a guy that's literally beating your ass and shit. And you're like, oh, but I've been with him for 3 years. Like, no, I don't care if you've been with him for 3 years, bro. He's beating your ass. So it's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, are you kidding me? No, bro. This shit was bad, dude. It wasn't good at all, dude. I'm sorry. It was not good, bro. It was far from it, bro. It had its moments where it was okay, but it wasn't fucking good, and it definitely wasn't anything right the fuck home about, bro. Not like Mushoku fucking Tensei, bro. Like, are you fucking shitting me, dude? No, like, I'm telling you one thing. If you ever go on a Facebook fucking page and they're doing a little anime fucking popularity contest, I know Mushoku Tensei is not fucking losing the Eminence of fucking Shadow, because that shit was ass. All right. Why can't I find where this fucking rock is? I feel like it's supposed to be above me, but it's not. Like, I don't know anywhere. I can't see anywhere that's supposed to be above me. Is it this up here? Maybe it's this up here. No, this doesn't look like it's the lip. I'm like, no, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but this doesn't impress me, bro. And let me loop it back around to fucking Classroom with Elite. Ayakonoji, he's smart, he's talented, and while he doesn't always show off his talents, he at least does it when it matters. Not like fucking Shadow, who will let himself get beat up by grunts and shit, literally level 1 nobodies, just so he can remain the background NPC character and not stand out whatsoever. And I'm like, bro, that joke only goes so far a handful of times, and you're way over your fucking budget limit to how many times you can use that joke and it can fucking work. And now it's not working. Now it's pissing me off because it's not funny. It honestly never really was funny. It might have been funny the first couple times, but like, it's still like, it's not doing anything for me. It's not doing anything for me. And like, bro, when are you gonna like start taking like anything seriously? Like, literally, like, when are you gonna take anything seriously, bro? Because you not taking anything seriously, I'm not taking this fucking show seriously. And then you can say, oh, well, it's a isekai anime, you're not supposed to take it seriously. It's like, bro, the least you can do, if you're gonna make these fucking Japanese animators that wanna fucking hurt themselves every day because they're fucking making your bullshit shitty animes every day, the least you can do is make a story that fucking makes me wanna take it seriously. Like Classroom with the fucking Elite and Mushoku fucking Tensei, alright? Which I watched, remind you, Eminence of Shadow between both of those fucking shows. So how did I watch something that was fucking amazing, and then something that was ass, and then another thing that was fucking amazing? And I'll look up when the years these shows came out, but I'm pretty sure, like, Classroom Elite, I don't think it's that new. I'll have to look it up. I don't think it's that new. Mushoku Tensei is kind of newish. not super spanking new, but Endless Shadow is newer. Like the latest season came out in 2023. Like the tail end of 2023. Here's this fucking rock. Finally, I don't know why I couldn't find this fucking rock. Am I not fucking? First of all, where's this damn mushroom so I can remember where the damn mushroom is? Because I don't remember where the damn mushroom is. First of all, I think it's that over there. All right, fucking. I'm pretty sure all three of the shows I just watched are semi-close to each other. Class 1 Elite might have came out a little bit later, or earlier rather. I don't remember. I have to look it up because I always knew of it. I always knew that it existed. I think I knew it existed before Mushoku Tensei and before Eminence of Shadow. So it's not like, oh, this older anime is so much better than this newer anime. It's like, no, I mean, that's probably the case 9 times out of fucking 10 because that's just how it fucking goes, alright? Dude, how am I supposed to get this to give me this energy? So I have to look at when Classroom Elite came out and shit. But fucking Mushoku Tensei and Eminence Shadow came out kind of close to each other. Especially Eminence Shadow with a season that just came out basically. It came out like at the tail end of last year. Is this good? I don't think so. It came out at the tail end of last year. Alright, so it's basically new. Okay, Mushoku Tensei has what, 3 seasons? And not that I just heard about it, but like I've known of it for a little bit now. Not like, oh, it's been out for 10 years. Like, no, I mean, I've heard about it for a little bit now, and it has 3 seasons, which means it's been getting worked on for a decent amount of time and shit. So fucking, I don't know why that took me so long to damn find. Alright, where's this one? Black nucleus, looks like it's above ground. Probably just gonna work with space riff. This one. And then like I said, I have to look at when Classroom of the Elite came out and shit, and when all the seasons came out. I'll see it when I look at Crunchyroll today and I see when it came out and shit. But when I look at that and I get proven that either it came out within the 2020s, whether the first season came out within the 2020s, maybe give or take a year or two, and then the latest season came out within the 2020s, give it take a year or two. Meanwhile, Eminence Shadow came out in 2023. And I might have to do the same for Mushoku Tensei, but I know Mushoku Tensei came out like semi-recently. It's not brand spanking new, but I mean, it's newer than fucking most shows and shit. All right, it's not like, oh, you can't give it that, you can't give it that argument because it's a classic. It's old. Like, no, it's not. It came out within the decade, bro. Like, it's not that old, bro. I know it's not that old. Like like. I have to look it up, but the earliest I'll be that show come out is literally 2019, I think, and I don't think that's true. It has to have come out later than that. So, when it comes to these 3 shows, I'm like, all right, I'm sorry. Classroom Elite is a seinen, so it's supposed to be taken seriously. It's supposed to be written seriously. It's supposed to have a lot of different plot elements and shit. So I won't bash Eminence Shadow too hard based on that. But when it comes to first of all, just basic fucking storytelling, alright? Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, there's a fucking plot structure for a reason, and we call it the hero's journey and shit like that. So, and I'm not trying to be an elitist or anything like that, but like, you need to follow the plot structure, because I don't even believe in that. I don't believe you need to follow every single plot convenience ever all the time, you know? I don't think you have to do that. I think it's a smart idea to understand what that shit is and like understand why those conventions work. I don't think you have to do it every single time, all the time. I mean, Mushoku Tensei follows that pretty fucking well, in my opinion. But all right, let's see. We've got a few more things. Black nuclei, black nuclei, black nuclei. They all look like they're above ground too. So we're gonna warp again, I think, and try to get them. Because I think we're almost done for tonight. It's almost 12 too. So yes, look, Mushoku Tensei, you can say what you want about it, whether it's perverted or whatever. It's like, I'm sorry, did I go too far? No. You can say whatever you want about it. One thing you can't say is that it's not well written. You're not gonna say, oh, it was mid, it was bad. There are no good like story beats. Like, no, you're literally retarded if you think that. Like, you lack a brain in a functioning fucking like consciousness if you think that. You're probably one of the people. If you think that, you're probably one of the people that don't have inner monologues and can't imagine an apple in your fucking brain. All right. And yes, I use that as an insult and shit. It's like, no, you're literally a fucking idiot if you can't do that and shit, dude. It's fucking embarrassing to admit, for starters. And secondly, I don't know how the fuck you have a brain if you can't think that. If you can't imagine an app in your brain, if you literally can't do that, you're an idiot. And then secondly, if you don't have an inner monologue, this is a newer thing. This is a newer thing. People be like, oh, I don't have inner monologues. Like, you don't have a inner monologue? You don't fucking think to yourself? You don't consider your thoughts in your brain? Let me turn around. You don't before you're making a decision, you don't think, all right, how am I gonna go about this? You don't think, should I do this or not? Or what do I want for dinner? You have to say everything out loud in order to hear yourself. This is a new development I heard semi-recently on Twitter or something. I was like, there's no way people think like this, right? Or people like this. The Apple thing I've heard about for a while, I still think you're an idiot. It's like, how can you not imagine an apple in your brain? That's like saying, oh, you know, I haven't seen my mom in 30 years and I forgot what she looks like. Nigga, I'm never gonna forget what my fucking mom looks like, you fucking idiot. Are you fucking serious? I mean, pictures are one thing, but you're never gonna forget your fucking memories, your fucking own fucking family, you fucking idiot. Oh, I have an inner monologue. You're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, you're an idiot, dude. And that's who you are if you fucking think fucking Eminence of Shadow is better than Mushoku Tensei. For starters, let's get that out of the way. Secondly, all right, I think this one is back on top. All right, I got warp again, basically. Secondly, fucking. All right, so we compared Mushoku Tensei and Eminence of Shadow. The story beats are just fucking insanely different and shit. You can say, oh, Mushoku Tensei's a male power fantasy too. It's like, yeah, but it's a well-written one. Whereas Eminence of Shadow is not, under any circumstance, a well-written male power fantasy. I'm sorry. And like, trust me, dude, I'm a guy that doesn't think there's anything problematic about Conan the Barbarian or fucking, you know, He-Man or fucking any anime where the main character has a harem of women that are madly in love with him and shit, and he either lacks personality or his personality isn't that strong. I have no problem with those animes, bro. I have no problem with He-Man. I have no problem with Conan the Barbarian. I have no problem with Red Sonja, the girl with the big boobs and she wears a thong into battle and shit. I don't have a problem with fucking Viking bikini armor in fantasy. I don't have a problem with sexy armor in fantasy. I don't have a problem with any of that shit, bro. But you know what I do have a problem with? I have a problem with bad fucking writing. I have a problem with bad freaking writing, bro. Have I got this? Because I can't see that anywhere. Hold on, let me turn around. I have a problem with bad freaking writing, bro. That's my problem. think it was this one, but I think I might have gotten this already. I've had to be this one. So I guess I got this already. Let's see. Alright, we gotta go get that one. So my videos are done editing. Took me long enough because it was midnight. No, I have a problem with bad freaking writing. I don't care if you sexualize your woman in your stories. I don't care if feminists on YouTube or Twitter are gonna say, oh, his story is misogynistic because his woman had big boobs and skimpy outfits. I don't fucking care. I love that shit. One I don't like? I like it. I hate when it's poorly written. Alright? Eminence Shadow is that. Except, mind you, it has none of the fan service. I'm like, dude. Look, my little brother, he has better taste in anime than me. I'll admit that, straight up. He has way better taste in anime than me. I'll watch the Eminence Shadow on my own free will, without anyone's input, or like, oh, you should watch this, or whatever. No, I watched it on my own. I was alright, let's give it a shot. And, you know, he wasn't watching it with me or anything like that. But the few times he watched a couple episodes with me once or twice actually. He watched a couple episodes with me twice. How out of like, I want to say, all right, the first season was 24 episodes or so, 24 episodes. The second season I think was 12, I think. How out of 32 episodes, both times my little brother watches the show with me, he gets both of the best episodes. You want to explain that? How out of 23 approximate episodes does my little brother randomly join me to watch this fucking mid-ass garbage show, and he gets both of the best episodes? He got the business episode, because I watched them in bursts. I watched like 3 episodes at a time and shit, and I watched all 3 episodes. Each arc was like 3 episodes long, which is nice, thanks. More story for 3 episodes, whatever. He got that episode, and then he got the episode where they finally show some fucking ass and a little bit of titties and shit. So I'm like, oh, so the entire show has barely any of it, basically. I don't know if it's trying to be progressive. I don't know if it's trying to be based. Like, oh yeah, we can sell a show without having boobs in it. I was like, okay, bro, good luck selling any merch and shit, because you're not gonna sell any fucking dakimakuras having no fucking boobs and shit. The fuck? You're not gonna get any dakimakura money out of me. Unless the fucking Fujoshi's like fucking Shadow so much. Like, oh, he's so high and edgy like Shadow the Hedgehog. It's like, okay, bro, you can have Shadow the Hedgehog, bro. There's like 0 other girls in the show. And like, mind you, my favorite characters are Rose, Iris, and Aurora, I think her name is. But I'm like, bro, 0 fan service in a male power fantasy show? Like, I mean, like, good for you, I guess, but that's kind of mid. That sucks. That's ass, bro. Why am I even watching the show then? What's the point of me watching the show if there's like nothing to like keep me like glued to the screen? Isn't that the entire point of selling merch? I think I already got this one. Is that the entire point of like selling merch? You want sexy characters in your shows to get the people's money? Like, I mean, you might have some good figures or good statues, maybe, because like I said, the character designs are sick. The main character is a sick character design. He's all in shadow form. Genuinely, it's sick. All the character designs are sick. It's just that, dude, there's 0 fan service, so I'm not gonna want to buy your fucking characters because I know the statue's gonna have no ass or tits out. And then fucking, I'm not even attaching the damn characters, so why would I buy their statues? I don't even know who they are. We spent 0 time developing them. All there is, let me break it down to you. I think there's a big organization, but there's 7 kind of main female characters, quote unquote, because they're hardly fucking characters and they're hardly main characters. They're mostly side characters and shit because they're fucking worthless. So you have the leader, who's the first one they joined. She's like the most important one. She has like the actual only character growth and development in the story. It's not a lot, but she has it. And then number 2 is like, she's a writer. She's a writer who like I don't really know what she does, but what she really does is like she like writes fan fiction of like the main character and like sells it as books and stuff, I guess, as an author. Then the third one handles like the money and all that stuff, and she's a total klutz, which I thought was kind of funny. And then the fourth one, I think Delta is the fucking dog girl who was cool, but she was barely in the fucking show until the second season when she was really in the show. That's when we get her ass shots. Like, oh, thank God, finally a little bit of ass, I guess. I've been dry for fucking 30 episodes. You're finally gonna give me a little bit of ass and shit. Thanks, fucking Shadow, Eminence Shadow. And then I'm trying to think of the other ones. They all had fucking Greek letter names. There was Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon. I forgot who Epsilon was. Oh, Epsilon was the one with the fake boobs. That was her joke. She had fake boobs for some reason. It's like, okay, so your joke is you have fake boobs. So I'm definitely not gonna buy your fucking body pillow or your fucking statue. It's like, why would I want to buy fake boobs? That was like her one joke. I don't really know what else she contributed to the show, but her one joke was she had fake boobs. Alright, supply pods. Alright, so we got one more supply pod. We know exactly where it is. It's behind the fucking wolf. All the world exploration is done. I'm pretty sure it's the last supply pod. I'm almost 1 trillion % sure about that. I'll be heavily surprised if I marked something accidentally, because I'm pretty sure I found everything. I'm pretty sure the last supply pod is the last world exploration. I'm almost 1 trillion % certain about that. And then the target list is Athol, the stupid sea otter, who we didn't kill, Gans, who we need to find, and Sangrevis, who is, we know who he is, we just gotta kill him. So Rocky Pillar Gabi is done, guys, until we beat this wolf one day, which is awesome. We did that in a very timely manner, and I'm very happy that we can do that. We can say that we did that shit. So W, massive W. I really hope this is the last world exploration point. I'm sure it is. I think that's normally how it works, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. But we found basically everything, which is great. We're gonna warp to, let's see if Magma and Reindeer are alive, and then we're gonna get ready to call it and shit. Let's see, I'm thinking, so I named basically 4 of the main female characters. There's 7 of them. There's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. Up to her is when I was talking about the dog girl. And then Epsilon was the one with the fake boobs. And I forgot who the last 2 were. I don't even know if they were even named. There's 7 of them. I forgot they were ever named. Alright, I straight up, I don't remember, dude. And it would help if we spent a couple episodes with each of the characters and fucking got to learn about them, bro. We never fucking did. Like, there would be in some of the episodes, and they would be like talking and shit sometimes, and we get to know them through like their dialogue of the story, or the mission, or the whatever, all through Shadow's perspective and shit. And maybe like they would have some moments where Shadow wasn't there and they would talk and shit, but fucking, we never like took the time to learn about these fucking characters beyond their quirks, beyond what they do in their organization. It's like, bro, come on, dude. You want me to care about these characters? You want me to buy your merch? I'm not gonna buy your fucking merch. I don't even know the fucking character's name. You gave them Greek alphabet letters and shit. The least could have done. Oh god, you know, before we move on, all right, we're gonna move on from that and then get to my biggest gripe with the series. And it's basically how the story and how it was presented and shit. So the intro of the show shows all the characters hanging out and, you know, regular daily day stuff and stuff. And then when it's time to get busy and it's time for battle, they all get ready for battle and they all go hard and shit. Not only do we never ever see the characters do that, we never see the characters hanging out. We never see the characters. Okay. Sorry, Mia. We never see the characters hanging out. We never see the characters. I'm on channel 2, right? Mag was channel 2. Let me open up my team. yes, in the intro, it shows all characters hanging out at school, doing whatever and shit. And then when it's time for battle, they get geared up and they get ready to fight and they go to fight and go hard. First of all, the characters never go to school. Only the main character goes to school, and he's with his two schmuck best friends who are males. And they're losers and they're worthless and they don't do anything for the story. They're kind of funny, but not really. And that's it. Fucking. The main female characters never go to school. They never interact socially with the main character. They never interact with the fucking world or the story or the plot outside of action and battles and whatever the story wants them to do. Freaking. I guess we're starting to go. Come on. The characters never fucking interact in the show. And then fucking. Thank you, everybody. The characters never acted with each other, like outside of like the fucking action and conflict of the show. Oh man, I'm out of those. Damn. I was trying to get his freaking matrix and shit, but I don't think I ever got it. Thanks, guys. Now we can check if Rudolph spawned, and then we'll get ready to call it. So yeah, the characters never interact with each other in school or in a social setting, which like, okay, you took that from me. You took away the female characters interacting with each other, which, I mean, that could have been some fucking slice of life ecchi fan service and shit. There's none of that. Like, yeah, like the literal three main characters that I said I liked, Rose, Iris, and Aurora, they had those moments, but they weren't really relevant to the show because they weren't overpowered like the main character and his fucking entourage. It's like, bro, like, dude, like, I mean, did you want to write Dragon Ball Z fanfic? Because guess what? The only people who matter in Dragon Ball Z are people who can go Super Saiyan Blue. Hardly Gohan matters. And then fucking, guess who doesn't matter? The fucking humans. So, did you want to just write Dragon Ball Z, bro? Because your main character is overpowered like Goku. The only other people who matter are the people that have the same magic abilities as him, which are the 7 entourage characters. And then freaking no one else who's a regular human, or maybe even slightly just a normal magical knight character, matter. They're all weak. Okay, Rudolph is weak to ice, right? No, he's weak to fire, right? What's Rudolph weak to? I forgot. I think he's weak to fire. It's like, dude, like, no one fucking, like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I can't be invested in your characters, bro. I really can't. Like, when this is, like, the best you can do. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just real sorry. I'm like, nah, dude. Like, you gotta do better than that, man. It just wasn't good. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't happy. It all pissed me off. I was like, dude, fucking. I was like, there's no, like, literal way, bro. There's no literal way. I was so, like, I was pissed. Because, like, I was basically hoping that the show would get better, and it only got better a couple of times. Out of, like, 16 attempts, it only got better a couple times. I'm just like, there's like, you gotta be fucking real. You gotta be realistic. Guess we're going for it. Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. That show sucks. And if you liked it, I'm happy. But if you think it was great, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You can comment in the comment section below. Give me some fucking interaction and shit. Because if you want to defend the show you're fucking honoring your life, bro, fucking comment and tell me about it. Because fucking my channel could use the interactions and shit. Because that shit was ass. It was ass. All right. And like, I'm sorry for comparing it to a seinen and shit, but I'm just saying. If you take the main character Ayakanoji from Classroom of the Elite and put him in Eminence Shadow, it's immediately fucking better. It's immediately fucking better, bro. I'm sorry that I had to say this, but it's true. It's terribly fucking true, bro. And it's because Ayano is a better boring main character, a better standoffish wallflower main character than fucking Shadow. Shadow is too boring, too generic, and overpowered, and that makes him uninteresting. That's what makes him suck. Meanwhile, Ayano, he is talented, smart, strategic. He's a mastermind, bro. I'm sorry, like, he does it so much fucking better, and he's interesting while doing it, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. It's like, dude, switch the characters of the show, and the show's immediately fucking better. Who dares disagree with me? Speak up in the comments or in the chat now, because, like, straight up, bro. Straight up, bro. Alright? Like, straight up. Say, no, Sid, whatever his name was a great male character. It's like, better than fucking my boy Ayano? Because I can guarantee you he wasn't. I can guarantee you he was nowhere even fucking close. Alright? And I still have 6 more episodes of the Classroom Elite to finish. I finished all Eminence Shadow, both 2 seasons. I got 6 more episodes I can finish tonight if I try. Assuming the TV is free after I end stream. I'm sorry, he's not fucking better than fucking Ayano. And like I said, sorry for comparing a seinen to an isekai. It's an unfair balance. And I admit, that's true. But there's a way to but the main characters are similar. They're both boring. They're both standoffish. They're both wallflowers. They're both, you know, not trying to be in the spotlight. Ayano does it way fucking better than Sid, and the only way that's possible is because he's interesting. So fucking yeah, you know, if that's your favorite show, go and cry, tell your mom about it. I don't fucking care, dude. Mr. Shadow was ass, and that show was unfortunately smacked right in the middle of Mushoku Tensei, which is in my top 5 indefinitely right now, and Classroom of the Elite, which depending on how this last 6 episodes go, is gonna be my top 10. And now you can say, oh, you need to watch more anime, bro. It's like, yeah, you're right, I do need to watch more anime. That's why I'm trying to watch more anime that's not normally what I normally watch, because like, I just kind of started watching isekais, and like, I haven't always watched every isekai, or isekais in general. Like, isekais are still kind of new genre to me. So I'm trying to watch more. And I'm definitely trying to watch more isekais. And I'm definitely start watching more seinens too, because Classroom Elite is a seinen, which once again I wasn't expecting. I thought it was gonna be a slice of life fucking whatever the fuck. No, that shit is a drama, seinen slice of life. It says so on Crunchyroll. I'm like, damn, it's definitely fucking dramatic. You know, like some of the dramatic parts are better than the others and shit, but it's definitely a drama. It's definitely a seinen because they're not using special powers to kill each other and shit. They're just fucking using their brains, and I respect that wholeheartedly more than just being like, oh, I'm a god, and just fucking snapping your fingers and a fucking atomic bomb solos one fucking dude, and I'm supposed to be impressed by that. Like, oh wow, oh boy, an atomic bomb. Been there, done that, bro. Like, yeah, that doesn't impress me, bro. Like, sorry, it literally doesn't. It probably never fucking will. That's the crazy part about it. Like, dude, like, maybe if I seen you go from like, okay, yeah, like, I'm a Japanese high schooler, I work hard to get strong, and then slowly, oh shit, I'm learning better magic and shit. Oh, okay, now we're here and shit, right? No, you didn't even do that. You went from, yes, I'm a strong Japanese high schooler, and now I'm overpowered as fuck with magic. And like, no, that's not how you fucking do it. That's not how you do character progression. That's not how you level up your characters. No, that's bad, it's ass, and it's trash, okay? Don't fucking talk to me about fucking peak and bring up fucking not Mashoko Tensei, fucking Eminence the Shadow in the same fucking sentence. Slapping your mouth. Because that shit was the farthest thing away from peak, bro. And if Eminence the Shadow gets another season, I still might watch it just to see where the story goes. It's not gonna be hate watching either. I'm literally gonna watch this, but alright, so where does the story go from here? Out of pure curiosity, because well, honestly, that's a good question. Because honestly, that's a good question. Because I honestly don't care where the story goes. Because the way it ended, I honestly don't care about the ending. The ending was like, okay, so like, what, are you gonna make me try to care about this now? I don't care about that. I care about the other world that we spent fucking a bunch of episodes in, and now, depending on where the story goes, if another season comes out, I'm just gonna be extremely skeptical and critical of everything. Because not only did you leave looming plot threads in the story back in the fantastical world, are you gonna try to make me believe in this world now? Like, make up your fucking mind. Like, what are you talking about? So yeah, I'm gonna finish Classroom of the Elite, hopefully tonight, and hope that the last 6 episodes don't disappoint. I highly doubt they will. Like I said, the first season was amazing, the second season was great, and the third season, the first half was like, okay, you know, let's see where it goes, and then, but I'm excited for the next half, just to see what happens and shit. So I'm not even like skeptical at all. I'm just like, all right, let's see where it goes. That's all I can say. Let's see where it goes. I don't know what I'm gonna watch after Classroom of the Elite. I'm sure there's something on my Crunchyroll list, but like I said, Classroom of the Elite, Mushoku Tensei, Konosuba, it's gonna be hard for a comedy It's gonna be hard for a isekai. And it's gonna be hard for a I don't want to say a seinen because I still have to watch more seinens, but it's gonna be hard for another boring main character to top Ayano Koji, which I'm excited for because Ayano Koji's setting the bar. I'm like, all right, we can only really go up from here. You feel me? If there's anyone lower than that, like, you weren't better than Ayano Koji, you know? And it'll just simply be as that, you weren't better than Ayano Koji though. Sorry, buddy. You know? And that's how I view it. I'm not comparing animes to being a dick. I'm being like, alright, well, let's see the strengths and weaknesses of both the shows. This show had this show had that. You know? It's not a bad thing. It's me being critical of the media I consume. Because why wouldn't I? Feel me? That being said though, let's go through all our menus and everything and discuss what we did today. Alright, let's look at our everything we collected and treasured and shit. Alright, we did a lot today. We did a great job considering everything we accomplished. Despite our shortcomings, we still did very well. Beat Fafnir and Loke 100 times the charm? What the hell does that mean? Well, that 100th time I died? Alright, we got all that. So we got here Daily Supply Box. Thank you. Alright, so our vitality will fill over the weekend. I'll probably work on it over the weekend and stuff. I'll keep track of daily bounties and artificial island and stuff over the weekend, so you guys have to worry about that. Anything here? Probably not. Anything here? Alright. Alright, nothing there. Let's see how we're standing right now. 189 gold nuclei, which is awesome. We're well overdue for 2 SSRs. That's gonna be great. Hopefully we get a hot waifu or a really powerful weapon. We got 586 black nuclei, which is awesome. We can't wait to do a massive spawn at the end of the saga. We have 25 matrices. Hopefully collect more over the course of our mission. We have 51 red nuclei, which is great too. So we're gonna do a massive spawn when we're done with all this, guys. It's gonna be great. Let's see, what was the last thing I wanted to do? I just had my brain, but I forgot. Oh yeah, map. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been exploring planet Veda, and here's how we're standing. We're at 96% for sandstone grounds. All we need to do is find the last few monsters on our target list. We know where Huggins is. He's fucking overpowered, so it's hard for us to kill him. We might need help. But we just gotta find 4 more enemies there to get to 100% sandstone grounds. And then for Rocky Pillar Gabi, we're at 96.5%. Only 1 more supply pod and only 1 more world exploration. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact thing. I'm almost 1,000,000% certain I didn't miss a white dot world exploration. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that I'm looking for. So whether I'm coping or not, I'm pretty sure I'm right. We only got 1 more supply pod to find. It's probably the last world exploration as well. And then for target list, we gotta fight Gans. We gotta find Gans. We gotta kill Athel. And we gotta kill St. Grievous. Those are the last 2 enemies that have been giving us problems. Hopefully find Gans, and then we'll be good there. All right. So we're at 96.5%, ending the week on Tower Fantasy because we're not gonna be playing it for the rest of the week. I think we did a ton of work today. We did great, all things considered. So next time we play this game, we are going to explore the quicksand belt, which we've kind of been in a little bit, but we're gonna, go a little harder and get in deep. All right, that will happen Monday. All right, we're not gonna play this game until Monday. I'll probably log on a little bit, just do my daily bounties and my artificial island and shit like that, and burn my vitality. But I'm not playing this game, recording it on stream or anything until Monday, where we're going to quicksand belt and be fun. All right. All this being said is because tomorrow is Splatfest. I'm gonna be playing Splatoon 3 all weekend, and hopefully winning for my clean shipper. Alright, so with all that being said, I hope you guys take it easy. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Please make sure you guys leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, guys. If you guys enjoy the Tower Fantasy content, please leave a like, please leave a comment, please leave a share, and I hope to see you guys Monday for more. I hope to see you guys tomorrow for Splatoon 3, and I hope to see you guys fully rested, drinking plenty of water, telling someone you love them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, take it easy. I love you. Peace.